within Nepali Congress has remained intact despite a meeting today to settle the remaining 4 names of the ministers. When Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal expanded the cabinet on Friday, Nepali Congress was supposed to bag 8 ministries. However, due to the ongoing dispute, they have been limited to 4 ministries. Claims made by party President Sherbahadar Deuba, senior leader Shekhar Koirala, and a new panel under General Secretaries duo Gagan Thapa and Bishwa Prakash Sharma have made the nominations more complicated. Good evening, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. The National Human Rights Commission raises concern over the hasty push for the amendment bill on truth and reconciliation, doubts the formation of victim-friendly laws. The House of Representatives amendment bill endorsed by a majority, Deputy Speaker authorized to run the lower house in the absence of the Speaker. Budget formation schedule impacted yet again. Budget works finally start with the appointment of the new finance minister. Discussions delayed by 4 months. And domestic top flight A Division League resumes from tomorrow after a mini break. League enters 6th round while still no sign of sponsors. The amendment bill on transitional justice is currently under consideration at the House of Representatives. The victims of insurgency era have been protesting the amendment bill, expressing concern over justice delivery, while the political parties too have remained firmly divided over the bill. The National Human Rights Commission, that has been advocating for victim-friendly regulations, has also raised concern over the amendment bill on transitional justice. The National Human Rights Commission last June had recommended 12 points to be included in the amendment bill on transitional justice. The Commission had recommended to review the clause on the amendment bill, which has differentiated between cases of serious human rights violation and cases of human rights violations. The Commission had also said that definitions on the use of minors as soldiers, sexual violence, and rape should match the international norms. However, the bill tabled at the Parliament is silent on a number of issues, including minor soldiers. The NHRC had also opined that cases of criminal offence should not be settled by the special court formed to look into insurgency-era cases. Contrary to the recommendation, a clause allows for such cases to be heard and settled by the special court. The Commission is also alarmed by the fact that the bill has been prepared without consultation with the stakeholders. The NHRC also understands that the bill will not receive international recognition if it is endorsed without proper process. The lawmakers have also raised concern over the issues contested by the NHRC, citing that the issues of the use of minor soldiers, killing of unarmed individuals, rape and sexual violence are under serious breaching of human rights. The House of Representatives today endorsed the report of the Regulation Draft Committee by majority. The ratification has paved way for the formation of the Parliamentary Committee. Earlier disputes had surfaced after the lawmakers from the ruling alliance had tabled an amendment proposal citing that the works of the Speaker should be based on the decisions taken by the Task Management Consultation Committee. The lawmakers withdrew their proposal in today's meeting, barring a few amendments, which eventually led to the endorsement of the draft committee report. As per the endorsed regulation, the role of the Deputy Speaker has been enhanced as the Deputy Speaker can now operate the House meeting in the absence of the Speaker. The regulation has also directed for the regular meeting of the Task Management Consultation Committee prior to the House meeting. The government has finally initiated works for the preparations of the budget for the next fiscal year after the appointment of the new finance minister last Friday. The structure of midterm expenses and discussion on the budget, which should have been carried out last November, is finally being discussed from this Tuesday. Prior to this, discussions were held around December on the programs proposed by the subject-wise ministries. The preliminary draft of the budget should have been prepared last month. However, the National Planning Commission is still not clear on what types of programs to include in the new budget. The officials of the National Planning Commission said that the budget should be centered only on those programs which will give quick results. Even as the National Planning Commission has put a ceiling of 1.688 trillion rupees for the upcoming budget, it is likely that the amount may slightly change. Officials of the Finance Ministry have been publicly expressing their worries regarding the difficulty in arranging the source for 1.65 trillion rupees. Meanwhile, economists have criticized the government for repeating the trend of not carrying out works on time. As the shape of the budget to be unveiled on 29th of May next month has not been decided and programs have not been clear, economists have said that questions will be raised on the utilization of the budget. As the political equation changes, the works of permanent mechanisms are also affected. And it's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you, what should be done to ensure effectiveness of the reintegration program for migrant workers? 43% voted for A, identify skills and provide training. 36% voted for B, conduct national campaign. And 21% voted for C, hand responsibility to local level. And here's today's question. What should be the reason for the large dearth of qualified human resource in the health sector? Your options are A, ignoring public health, B, impact of exodus of human resource, and C, lack of facilities. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. In our Public Voice segment, today we have asked people in several provinces what kind of services are cooperatives in their area providing. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
कागजमा चाहिँ लेखाउँछन् कि म 16, 17, 14% लिन्छु ब्याज, तर अहिले हेर्दा उनीहरु 24-25% जति लिइराछ।
ब्याज टाइममा बुझाउन नसकेमा धेरै बढी दबाब दिने, अब दबाबको कारणले चाहिँ सेवाग्राहीहरुले चाहिँ आत्महत्या गर्नुपर्ने खालको समस्याहरु पनि देखेको छ।
जति प्रक्रियाहरु हामीले चाहिँ बैंकसँग गर्नु पर्थ्यो त्यो प्रक्रियाहरु अहिले सहकारीसँग गर्नु पर्दाखेरि चाहिँ साना व्यापारीहरुको लागि र कृषकहरुको लागि चाहिँ अलिक असहज भएको।
उद्यमीले केही गरम भन्नेलाई चाहिँ सहयोग गरिराखेको छ। नगद सङ्कलन गर्ने, ऋण प्रवाह गर्ने गरेको छ।
सहकारीले खासै त्यति काम गरेको छैन।
सहकारीले बिना धेतो ऋण दिएको छ। राम्रो ब्याज दरमा चाहिँ लोन पनि दिइराछ, सस्तो सुलभ मूल्यमा।
जति मागे पनि दिइराखेको छ, तिर्न जान्नु पर्यो।
महँगो ब्याज दर छ।
महिलाहरुलाई चाहिँ बचत गर्नको लागि प्रोत्साहन गरेको छ।
धेरै जसको त अब ऋण तिर्न नसकेर अनि घरबारै छोडेर भाग्ने स्थितिमा आइपुगेका छन्। सहकारीहरुको चर्को ब्याजले गर्दा व्यापार व्यवसाय गर्ने उद्योग व्यवसायहरुलाई एकदम गाह्रो परिरहेको छ।
It's time now for the international update. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi recently disqualified from the parliament in India after being sentenced to 2 years in prison over a 2019 defamation case will challenge his conviction and sentencing in the Surat Sessions Court tomorrow. The former Congress president has, in his plea, asked the Sessions Court to set aside the magistrate order convicting him in the defamation case. He also asked for an interim stay on the conviction till the matter is disposed of. Rahul Gandhi was granted bail and his sentence was suspended for 30 days to let him appeal the decision, but was swiftly suspended by the Lok Sabha Secretariat. Opposition leaders questioned the bullet train speed with which action was taken against him. Unless Rahul Gandhi's conviction is put on hold by a higher court, the Election Commission will announce a special election for the Wayanad Lok Sabha seat. He will also not be allowed to contest elections for the next 8 years. The defamation case was filed against Gandhi by BJP, MLA and former Gujarat Minister Purnesh Modi for saying, "How come all thieves have the common surname Modi?" The former Lok Sabha MP from Wayanad made the remarks while addressing a rally in Karnataka ahead of the 2019 Lok Sabha elections targeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi over his last name, which he shares with fugitive businessmen Nirav Modi and Lalit Modi. Days after disqualification, Gandhi was served a notice to vacate his official Delhi bungalow as he was no longer entitled to it.
Sports news.
The domestic top flight Martyrs Memorial A Division League resumes from tomorrow following a 2-week break. During the 2-week break, 5 tournaments were held outside the Kathmandu Valley, while the national squad also participated at the Prime Minister Three Nations Cup. Even as the 6th round of the league begins from tomorrow, the football governing body in the country, ANFA, is yet to bag a sponsorship deal for the tournament. The A Division League has remained quite intriguing, with Saddabato Youth Club leading the points table with 12 points. Saddabato were promoted to the top flight only last season. 8-time champions Manang Marshangdi are in the 2nd position with 11 points. Defending champions Machindra FC are only 1 point above the relegation zone. Machindra are in the news with the signing of Putney's player Chencho Gyalchen. With Saddabato, Church Boys, Jaulakhel and Tribhuvan Army in the championship race, NRT and Nepal Police Club are in the relegation zone. ANFA has already published the schedule up to the 13th round without much break. Chief coach of the national football squad, Vincenzo Alberto Aniz, has called it a topsy-turvy schedule.
I think it's the league, is about also sponsorship, it's about money, it's about to finish the calendar like this. So the best way is to put maybe some nationality player abroad.
There is only 2 days break when Nepal's women team play the Olympic qualifiers on 5th and 8th of April. The only other break is on the Nepali New Year's Day. At the same time, ANFA is yet to find main sponsors for the A Division League, despite the league entering the 6th round. It's time now for the weather update. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.